welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt. If you're not new, welcome back to Punch Greens Golf. And I've got another exciting video for you today to go over another golf simulator specifically designed projector from my friends at BenQ. They have provided to me another projector. It's the BenQ AH500ST. It's a new projector to the market. It's a replacement of the BenQ AH500ST, which I've done another video on. You can check out the link to that here. And it's the successor of that projector. I've been playing around with it a lot. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm going to go over a lot of the new features, the new details, why this is probably better for your golf simulator setup if it's like mine, where it's compact, the ceiling isn't very high, and you're in a garage. So this projector is specifically designed for that kind of use case, but it can also be used for really any other golf simulator case. So stick around. We're going to go over the features. I'm going to demo it for you. I'm going to show it to you with GSPro. I've also upgraded my golf simulator setup, so check out the video for that one. I'll link that in the description as well. You'll see since the last video I've done, my orientation of the room has changed. I've upgraded to a uneekor iMini light. So I've got a full video on that coming, but I'm going to be using that in this video to demonstrate GSPro and to demonstrate how it looks on this projector. So let's get right into it. Remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and we're going to jump right in right now. Okay, first thing, I'm off camera, but I want to just point up and show you where it's installed. I've already done the installation. I've actually got it mounted off to the right over here. That's because when I swing with the golf club, now I don't want to have any chance of hitting it. Now I could put it directly over me, and that would honestly be fine because even when you're swinging, there's no way you're going to hit something right here. But I like to give myself a little extra space to not have to worry about hitting that golf simulator projector. And also, I don't want to worry about when I have people over if they're going to hit it as well. So this is obviously a righty-only setup, especially with the uneekor iMini light. But I mounted it off to the right, one, because this projector allows me to do that. And you'll be able to see right now how the image looks. I've got it tweaked, and I'm going to go over how to get it to work. And also, you know, if I have the feature, why not use it? So I could have mounted it straight, but I've got it mounted off to the right over there. No issues. Now, if you want to know how to actually mount the projector, anything like that, definitely check out the other video I've had. It was my projector video that goes over all of that information. But for now, we're going to skip over that. There it is. It's mounted right up there. Pretty easy to do. You just got to find a stud, line it up, measure it out correctly, and you should be good. Okay, and while we're talking about the installation, I want to go over some features of this golf simulator that makes it easy to install and easy for average person to get this set up and going if you've never done this before. I'll demo each of these features, but this projector has a screen fill feature which allows it to use the maximum space in the screen that you have available. Secondly, it has a quick focus feature, and actually this is a cool feature that any other projectors I've had haven't had this feature. Usually you have to get it tuned yourself. This actually does an amazing job focusing, and I really like that you don't have to do anything. I'll demo that. It's also wireless projection ready. Now, I don't have the dongle. It's a $50 dongle. It's actually out of stock, and BenQ couldn't even send me one because it's so new. But if you do want to have wireless projection, there is a dongle to do that. Now, I just have a long HDMI cable running to my laptop, but if you don't have that option, you can wirelessly project. It's just I don't have that feature here, but I will leave some information in the description about that. A big feature about this, of all of my projectors that I go for my setup, and anyone that I would recommend is, unless you have the space, is a short throw projector. This has a 0.5 short throw rating, and what that means is I can mount the projector, where you had seen earlier, really close to the screen. What I like about that is you don't lose image quality. You don't have to worry about shadows on your display, because if you have the projector behind you, you're going to cast a shadow on it. And also you can actually, you'll see right now, it's pretty bright in here actually. If you've seen my garage, I have a lot of these nice lights set up that keep it very, very bright, which I like. And actually, if I wanted to, I can still play golf like this with this setup. You can still see the screen. Obviously, this isn't the best background, but I'll open up GSPro so you can see how that looks. The other thing about this projector, it's got 4,000 lumens. Every other projector I've had has had about 3,500, 3,600 lumens. So this has just a little bit more, 4,000, which I think makes a difference, especially in a bright setup like this. So we're gonna load up GSPro, and I think it'll show a little bit better than that background I was using. And we'll just mute the volume so it's not loud. So you can see I've got it on full brightness right now in this garage. And it may not come through the camera, but I can still play golf just like this, no problem. I'll put the range on. What I do a lot is when it's warmer out, I actually open my garage door. So I have natural light coming in. So these lights aren't as bright as that, but they're pretty bright. And I can still play with all of my lights fully on. So if you want that kind of feature, this projector is the way to go because it's got the 4,000 lumens, it's got the high brightness. So another couple nice features of this, it's a laser. So I originally started with the bulb projector. Thanks to BenQ, I've since moved on to laser projectors. Laser is definitely the way to go, especially in a dirty, dusty environment like this garage. I try to keep it clean, but there's gonna be dust. There's vehicles parking in here, leaving. And the nice thing is the laser projector is sealed, so no contaminants will get in. It can handle the dust. And also, the bulb will last up to 20,000 hours. Now, obviously, I can't test that feature, but BenQ has tested that. 20,000 hours that this light can last. That's a pretty long time. I'm not going to have to buy bulbs or anything like that. The MSRP of this device is $1,899, so $1,900 USD. And it is more than some other projectors, but it's definitely within range of the market. And also it keeps, because I don't have to buy bulbs anymore, that's a pretty significant savings over the life of the projector. So great things there. And also it uses less power. It's just more power efficient and keeping your projector on for hours golfing. I come in here probably around 2 hours each time. So that's gonna add up power pretty quickly. We'll get into the golf specific features of this projector. One, the golf mode. What is golf mode? Well, golf mode, if you've watched other videos that I've done, golf mode, actually, I'm just getting the remote, and actually it comes with a nice remote. Golf mode actually sets the colors, and I'll demo this after. It sets the colors to be more color accurate to golf. So you can go through, this is the bright, and these are just other settings. But what golf tries to do, I think what I can tell is it really brings out the greens and tries to make the color accurate, more accurate to what you would see on the course. It's a nice feature. The way that it's designed, especially for a low ceiling, like I think I have 8 feet 6 inches here. I don't have like 10, 12 feet, which some people do in their garage. I don't have that here. And this is designed for that because I don't have to play any games with the projector to get it to work correctly. What I've seen in the past, another projector I had to really like angle it up to offset the low ceiling in my garage. Here I do not have to do that, which is very, very nice. BenQ has come out with a tool, and I will put the website right here. If you go to this website, you can actually plan your golf simulator room and select which projector you want. Now, it's similar to the Projector Central website I've referred to in the past, which is still a great website. What I like about this BenQ one, it actually shows, and I'll put a picture up, it actually shows like a 3D model of the room, and you can change the dimensions exactly to how you would want for you, and it will tell you exactly where to place the projector and exactly where to place it and which model you would need to make it work correctly and fit. Now, I didn't align mine here because I've talked about I wanted it off to the side, but you can tell, and I'll turn the lights off in a minute, but you can tell that it fits pretty perfectly in here. Now, I'm gonna lose some space at the bottom and the top due to this isn't the ideal enclosure size because of where I have my projector. Now, if I had like a 16-foot wide projector or like a bigger enclosure, I could get it to fit better. But because this is a 4:3 aspect ratio, I'm never gonna get it perfectly exactly filled in with whatever projector I use because I've got it offset because of the constraints of my space. But you can get it pretty close. I'm happy with how this looks. I could have probably filled the screen a little bit more, but I didn't want to give up image quality to do any more than this. So that's what I have there. What I'll do is I'm going to turn off the lights so you can see how this image looks on the lights off. So here's the lights on, fully on. You can still see it, no problem. I could play in this without any issue and have no problem. Now, if I turn the lights off, that really kicks it up a notch right there, and you'll see how clear and how crisp the image looks. Now, this is only 1080p. This is a 1080p projector. It's not a 4K projector. My computer also cannot handle 4K graphics. I don't have it at that level. That'll probably be in the future at some point, but 1080p honestly looks good enough for me. And you'll see that because I have it angled, that the quality of the text still looks very, very good. So I'm happy with how that looks. Now, a couple things I want to talk about is I want to go over a nice feature of this projector, which has allowed me to mount it off center. Again, you do not have to do this. I have it like this because that's how I preferred it for my setup. The first feature is called a 2D keystone, and I'm actually going to turn off some of the lights so you can see this a little better. So I'm going to keep all of the lights off so that way you can see this a little bit better and follow along. Now, first thing you can do, I've talked about golf mode there, and I'll show you the difference in a little bit. First feature I want to talk about is screen fill. What screen fill allows you to do is to set the native resolution of your projector. Now I have mine set at 16:9, so 1920 by 1080p. I played around with all the settings, and that I think to me personally looked the best. I could put it to 4:3, but I would lose some quality. And by doing that, I actually couldn't get it to fill the screen as nicely, so I kept it at 16:9. But it'll give you, multiple options to do that. Now, the other thing you can do is if we go down, you can change your projector position. Most projectors have that. If you go down to the geometry section option, there's two amazing features: corner fit and 2D keystone. Corner fit is great, so I'm going to just bring it up. So if you look at this purple outline around the edge, what this lets you do is fine-tune the picture perfectly to fit into the screen. And I actually think this feature has worked amazingly well. So before, I'm not going to go back and put it back because it was a lot of work to get it. It took a little bit of time to get it all set up. But I'll just demo it. So we'll go to geometry, corner fit. We're going to pick the top right corner. Now, you'll see I had to bring it in like 130 to get it to work. Now, what it does, if you look over the right, you see it's going back that way. There it goes. And what I like about this, a lot of projectors don't have this. What I like about this feature is that, like I said, it allows you to really fine-tune the image in. Because look, if I didn't have that, I'd have these all my graphics off the screen, which I don't want. So I'm going to put it back. And I honestly think this, having used a few different projectors, I think this is a key feature. And I would never buy a projector. This is just my own opinion. I wouldn't buy a projector without it. I'm actually going to fix it a little bit. I would not buy a projector without this corner fit feature because I really, really like it. Okay, so the left side's as good as I can get it. I can probably turn the projector a little bit. The other thing that I like is the 2D keystone. What this allows you to do, it's a horizontal and vertical keystone. And what it allows you to do is when you have it mounted off center like I do, it allows you to essentially like turn the image to get it to fit on the screen. So I'll just demo this right now. So if I put it back to what it was, that's like what it was at for one, up and down. So I'm going to put it back to -6. That what I had it at, and then left and right. So if I put it back to how it was, that's how it was because that's where the projector is mounted. Obviously, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't play golf like that. I can't see anything. So what I'm going to do is put it back. And what it does is, and that's why you lose a little. That's why you lose a little bit at the top and the bottom because I'm doing that because I'd rather have it off center than straight. But honestly, doing that really fixes the image. The other thing is the focus. So there's two options. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to demo this, and I don't know if it's going to come through on the camera. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to demo the digital focus, which I think this is quite an amazing feature. What I'm going to do is purposely get it out of focus. So let's just get it out of focus. There it goes. All right, that's pretty blurry. I don't know if that's coming through on the screen. Yeah, it looks like it is. If you look at the text, you can really see it. So now, man, I feel like I'm at the eye doctor. I can't see anything. So I think I know where the focus option is. So I'm going to go there. We're going to do autofocus. Now, ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. How good. I really hope that comes through. That should. But if you look at that, you can see how much better that focus. And I literally didn't have to do anything. It just knew how to focus it. So great feature. The other thing, this also has digital zoom, digital shrink and shift, and blanking. So digital zoom pretty much speaks for itself. I don't really like the feature, like just because I wouldn't use it. But what it does is it lets you zoom in like digitally, right, on a certain spot on the screen. Now, I don't think that's helpful for me because I want to be able to see the whole screen. So I don't want to do that. Digital shrink and shift. Now this is kind of nice. If you have it mounted a little differently, what the best thing about this is it just gives you options. If you need to shrink the image and move it a little bit, this is how it does it. So if I shrink it down, I can then, so we'll shrink it down, I can then shift it left to right. So see that? If it's how it's moving left. Now that allows you more flexibility for your space. So definitely recommend, we're gonna reset that. We'll reset this back to default. There we go, back to what it was. And then blanking. Now blanking lets you adjust the image again. So we'll just show you, we'll do the top. And what that does is it's essentially closing the image on the top. And that's if you need to shift your image slightly to get it to fit. Now I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna put all that back. And I will say, I really like the menus of BenQ. They're very straightforward, very, very, very straightforward. Now another thing, this is a kind of a cool feature that I thought was new. You know, again, it's just BenQ's doing their best to give you all the options you might need in your situation. Wall color. So what this does, say you have like a gray or a green wall or something, you can change the wall color to make the colors work a little bit better. So mine's white, so I don't really need to do anything here, but you go through the options here. You have light yellow, pink, green, blue, blackboard. So I don't have any of that. But again, just another option. So another thing I like is the information. So this tells you how many hours are on your projector. I've got 12 hours already since I've had this. So I've been using it a lot. So that's all the features. And then I know I've talked about the maintenance, but just to reiterate that, it's got the 20,000 hour lamp life. It's dust proof, which meaning it's all sealed where the sensitive electronics are, so no dust is going to get in there, and it uses less power. So that's big, especially with high electricity rates. And you know, I haven't even taken a shot yet. Let's set up the uneekor real quick, just so you can see in motion how it projects an image. So we're going to turn it on. Okay, so we've got the uneekor iMini light all set up, ready to go. And if you're looking for a video on that, we will do another video on that soon. But for now, we're going to set this up. And we'll take a couple swings just so you can see how it looks. First swing of the day, not bad. So if you can see, the image is very crisp, very clean. It's really, it's really working nicely. All right, try to hit one more that's better than that. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're gonna demo how Royal Troon looks with the golf mode, and I've done this course before in another video I did, so I thought it'd be good to have the same course right now. And I'm gonna turn off this light that I have. It's my garage light. Let's turn that off. Okay. So as you can see, so right now this is on golf mode, and I want to just show you the difference. So we'll go back to, I think this is, what's the default? Probably like user one. So that's just like the default setting. And honestly, it doesn't look bad. It does look a little dull though. So let's put it over to, so that's bright. That's just like really, really bright, but the colors look very washed out there. Now golf mode, I like it because the greens look, you'll see there's a lot of green. There's some brown, some like lighter green here. And I like how it really kind of shows the details. Now, some people are really, really all about the details. Some are not. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't want to feel like I'm playing on like PlayStation 1 graphics, but I also don't want to, am not playing 4K. So I realize there's some limitations for me. I'm playing 1080p. I'm on a laptop, which is already getting a little older, so it can't handle some of these really, really good courses, but this is on medium settings. I think it looks phenomenal. The text is nice and sharp, crisp over here. I can see my score, my name up there, the wind direction, the yardage, everything's clear. And actually there's a little like couple fans over here. And the crazy thing is you can make out the colors on their shirts. Like this person's got a blue, like a greenish turquoise, a white, and then all the different foliage on the bottom there. What I'm gonna do is a flyover so you can kind of see a better view of the hole. So let's see, I think it's O. Yep, so we'll do a flyover. So look at that. You get the water over there on the right, the beach. Now obviously the graphics aren't the best. My laptop might blow up just doing this, but you can see the beach over there on the side, the stand, the green, like everything is just looks really, really, really good. So yeah, my laptop doesn't like that, that's for sure. But it's honestly looking pretty good. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to go to another hole. All right, so we're gonna go to the next hole. Let's do another flyover. Yep, so here you go, same thing again. So I can really make out the beach, the water. There's even seagulls right here flying. It just looks phenomenal. And that's all golf mode, like really bringing out those colors, those vibrant colors. So hopefully that helps you kind of get an idea of how this projector would look. Like I said, it gives you a lot of options for install. All right, well, I think that just about does it. I hope that this was a helpful video for you to make your decision about a golf simulator projector. Again, this is the BenQ AH500ST. It's got a lot of great new specs, the 4,000 lumens, easy installation, Wi-Fi ready, laser, pretty affordable price point for the projector market, easy installation, lots of installation options to make it more flexible for your space. And also the quick focus is a nice feature. I thought that's cool. The golf mode, obviously, I just demoed that for you here. And then just the nice compact design and the long life, 20,000 hours of the bulb. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you've got any questions about this projector or any other projectors in the comments. I'm going to link to this projector in the comments. I'll link to the BenQ tool to help you plan your space. I will link to some other videos I've done about projectors and how to pick one for your space. But hopefully this really, really helps. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.